Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're broadcasting live today from beautiful Manhattan at the Hard Asset Show. Our guest today is Brad Kitchen. Brad is the CEO of Eagle Hill Resources, trades in Toronto as EAG. It's an exploration company. Brad, welcome to TFNN.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. So, first off, tell us, you do business in Quebec?
We're a Quebec-based junior exploration company, yes.
Okay. And your property, where is the property?
It's halfway between Val d'Or and Chibougamau. It's in the Abitibi Gold Belt, which historically has produced over 100 million ounces of gold over the last 100 years.
So, you know, exploration-wise, right? How big is it, and are you drilling now?
We are. What we've been able to do is actually put together an extremely large footprint.
Okay.
We've got, it's over 12,000 hectares, so 20 kilometers
Wow.
by 12 kilometers, 364 contiguous claims. We are currently in the middle of a drill program. The infrastructure on the property is very good. We have a 58-person camp. When we acquired the property only 18 months ago, they had spent about $25 million on the property. There was over 71 kilometers of core. There's a 1,500 meter underground ramp, 5 meters in diameter. So for bulk mining, you can drive a dump truck through. There's 2 power lines on the property. There's a road access 365 days a year. We have extremely good relations with the First Nations. In fact, the Waswanipi are having sort of a mining 101 course.
Okay.
And they've asked me to speak at that presentation. And then being in Quebec's a great thing for our shareholders.
Sure.
You're getting the leverage for every dollar that we put into the ground. The Quebec government writes us a check for 43 cents.
Right.
So you're getting a 43% leverage on your investment dollars.
Interesting, right.
We are a gold play. We're currently in the middle of a 15,000 meter drill program. We've been drilling since December and have so far had 100% success. We don't have a resource calculation yet, but have just announced that we're going to be bringing on SRK to do our independent resource calculation. One of the most reputable firms in the world. We hold ourselves to a little bit of a higher standard than most, and looking forward to working with them. We anticipate that resource calculation will be in the area of about 1 million ounces.
That's a lot. And folks, just so you know, when you're talking hectares, 1 hectare is 2.5 acres, right?
Exactly.
So you're talking some big numbers here,
It's
right?
a very large property, and brings me to a good point. With our resource calculation, 1 million ounces,
yes,
that's just the foundation. When you take a look, and I encourage you to look at our presentation online, you'll see that it's just a very, very small portion of the property that we're exploring now. And it's very easy to see where we can get 4, 5, even 6 times that just in our one property alone.
And what made you put this all together? What is your background?
Well, my background, it's actually investment banking.
Okay.
But a lot of very good contacts in the exploration world. And in fact, Eagle Hill has an exploration team that is second to none for junior resource. We've got 7 people, in total over 250 years of experience. And more importantly, we've got one of the best geologists in Canada, structural geologists in Canada. And he's been able to take all this information that's been done on the property over the last 10 years, over 25 million, $30 million worth of drilling. And he's been able to now model so we can actually see how the gold's situated there.
Nice.
The story I use, Tom, is sometimes we use more brain power than drill power.
Right, right.
So from your book's perspective, Eagle Hill, I think, is perfect timing. Right now, our market cap is not reflective of what the asset is.
Yes.
By the end of September, our market cap should be double or triple where we are right now.
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting is that the investment banking side of it, what I've found and I've seen in this business specifically, is that when you do have an investment banker involved, it is really good because it's a passion business, but you got to make your numbers. You need a lot of money in order to bring mines forward, and it just seems to be not realistic. Wouldn't be the word, but it's certainly very important, as many companies can see in the downdraft of 2007, 2008. You had great assets, but they didn't have the cash just to make it through.
Right. Well, actually, that's. I'm just a very small cog in the big machine. We've got a very, very good team. But one thing that we have done is we're one of the most liquid stocks on the TSX Venture Exchange. We trade over 1 million shares a day.
Right, nice.
We have a very strong retail following. But one thing that we've just done is we've just closed a financing in Europe for $4 million, and it was placed entirely with 9 institution funds.
Right.
So now our investor base is starting to turn more to the institutionals,
Right.
who like the fact that we have a resource, that we don't promote what we're going to do, we promote what we've done.
Right.
And now realize that there's good value. And again, it's the art of the timing of the trade.
There you go.
They're coming in now.
Well, listen, we thank you for being with us today. Folks, it's Eagle Hill Exploration Trades in Toronto under the symbol EAG. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Of course, look forward to speaking to you later.